Hey, what's up, guys? Steve here. Just got a PSA bulk order back. I thought I'd share with you guys. The majority of this is Junk Wax era football, a few Junk Wax era basketball cards. I've got some hockey rookies, mainly mid 2000s through 20, I think 13. And then I've got some late 90s and some 2000s football as well. So nice variety in this one. Start off with some of the Junk Wax era cards. There's a pack pulled Irvin rookie. This is pretty much where I've lost my patience. I'm probably not going to be doing too many bulk orders going forward. This is about as clean as it gets. Had this down as a 9.5 plus, meaning I thought it had a better chance at a 10 than a 9. But I don't know. I'm sure you guys have all noticed they've gotten so strict, but yet they haven't updated their website as far as any new standards or whatnot. So this one I had as a 9 plus. I thought it had a shot at a 10, but I think a 9's a fair grade now that I look at it. A little thicker on the right, and it's got a little bit of white on the colors on the right edge. So I think a 9's more accurate on that one. Still not sure though. That Irvin, I couldn't tell you. I mean, that looks better than a lot of their older 10s they've graded. So those are the only two 89 tops. For most of you guys that have watched my box breaks, this is the order I got in all that 1990 score football. So got a couple, the ground force bows. I've seen the grades to these. I just have not had a chance to really look over the cards. There is one I did look over because I was pretty pissed off about the grade, and sure enough, they dinged one of my cards. Got a near mint 8, so 2 9s at 8, and then I guess they are still giving out 10s now and then. So I did get 2 10s in the ground force bow. They've gotten so inconsistent. I'm honestly probably not going to be doing bulk orders anymore. I mean, just look at that. See the white on that edge? A little bit on the corner. The centering's, it's really centered well, but like I guarantee I could go pick through some 9s and there'd be a 9 that looks better than this 10. Like they're just, to me, that's what it's always been about, is consistency. And they, for the most part, were consistent for years, but whatever new standards they're doing with new graders or whatnot, it's definitely, consistency should no longer be expected through PSA, just in my opinion. Got a Dan Marino hot gun, same set. Dion in a 9 also. And I should have mentioned this was when it was $12 a card, so I was still trying to get some of these cards in there just because I don't think they're, I mean, definitely with their new standards, I'm never going to be submitting cards like this again. Unfortunately, these were always the most fun to me, was the Junk Wax era. But I mean, when 9s sell for a fraction of 10s, you know, to me that was what it was all about, was just, you know, making the money back and then keeping what I wanted and using the money I used to buy other things I want in the hobby, you know, for the personal collection. But got a Cortez Kennedy PSA 9. They still give out 10s now and then, like I said. Not the player I really wanted it on, but there's a Jesse Tuggle rookie card. Very well centered copy there. Again, these were all pack fresh. I had won a couple factory cases of Score, 1990 Score, in an auction for dirt cheap. I think it worked out to $5 a box or something. Another hot gun, this one Montana, PSA 9, and got a second one in a PSA 9 as well. Always love these subsets from 90 Score. Let's see here. So yeah, one disappointing thing, I did not find I mean, this would have been the cleanest copy, but I did not find any really clean copies of the Barry Sanders Ground Force. I think I had submitted, what was it, like 5 of the Bo Jacksons, but this was the only one I thought was worth submitting. A little off center, a little thicker on the right. Top edge looks a little rough, but I think 9's a fair grade on that one. Just disappointed. I really wish I could have submitted more of the Barry ones. I know I did get a PSA 10 on that card. And I think my last true bulk order, actually I think that was the first order I shared with you guys since I got the camera. I got a PSA 10 on that Barry Ground Force. Got a Seau, Hall of Famer, rookie card. I believe I've got 3 of those. All PSA 9s. Yeah, these edges look a little rougher than I remember. You guys can probably see that. Yeah, that's lucky to probably get a 9 on that, to be honest. I didn't catch that edge. Same here, same thing, same, even on the same location. But that one's really well centered. That is, if you're a believer in collect the 9, sell the 10s, that is a really nice, well centered copy. So I got 3 9s on the Seau. I think I got 1 card left. And this is a good one to get a 10 on. The GOAT, Jerry Rice. That is a really nice copy. And it's got just the... If you guys have ever watched my videos before, I was saying they allow a tolerance of that little tiny little white corner there. You will see it on 10s. But other than that, yeah, that's a really clean looking Jerry Rice PSA 10. I don't know if I'll edit in graphics or not. I'm not sure. I want to say that's like $150 card in a 10, or no, excuse me, at least $100 card. Did have 3 basketball cards in the order, all junk wax era. Unfortunately, they ding me on these ones. That, you can make an argument it's a little thicker on the left, but it's definitely within the tolerance of what their website says for centering. I remember I went through tons of copies, and this was by far the nicest copy of this bird from 90 Skybox. I don't know. It's sad because like a year ago, this would have definitely been a 10. So, like I said, to me, it's all about consistency, and they're not very consistent now. Got the Sean Kemp rookie. That one's, I believe these 2 I did look at, and they both look a little off center. Left to right. Both of them, yeah, just a little thicker on the left. Price 60-40, but that was it for the basketball. Like I said, I only had 3 in there. Alright, so that was it on the junk wax era. Football and a few basketball cards. Do have some late 90s. I always loved the finest sets. That one is without the coating. 96 Rice in a PSA 9. Wish it was the refractor, but still love the shine of the finest cards. This is, I believe this is a rookie year card. The 98 finest Randy Moss without the coating. Again, really clean copy. I wouldn't even know where to start what they would knock this card down for. There's really not too much centering going on. And anytime I submit any of the Topps Chrome or the finest cards, at least from this era where they had the protective coating, I always take the coating off. I think the cards look so much better without it. Just personal preference, but be interested to hear what you guys think. But that is the 98 Moss. And then a second year one, 99 Bowman's Best. Also got the PSA 9. Can't really see the shine on that one without getting the glare. But loved Moss. Hell of a player. Really enjoyed watching him. So a little more modern. This would be, I think we're getting into the 2000s now. Got the Adrian Peterson. That is the Upper Deck Rookie Premier PSA 10. And this is a good example of going through value boxes. Both of these copies I got out of I remember getting out of a value box at a card shop. So one got a 10, one got a 9. But still, I probably paid $1, maybe. I'm pretty sure these were a dollar bin. So I don't know what that 10 goes for. I would guess probably. I really haven't looked up the values on many of these, but I'd guess that's at least a $60, $70 card in the 10. Got Philip Cries Me a River. In my opinion, he's definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer. It kind of sucks Chargers ownership and management. I don't think people realized how good this guy was. He just had some really horrible offensive lines in front of him for many years. But that's the rookie prospects in a PSA 9. All right, moving on to a little more modern. These are so one of the projects I've done in the past. Unfortunately, I got all the orders back before I had the camera, but I love to grade low serial numbered cards that I just kind of think are undervalued. So I started with Tom Brady, and then I've worked into some Drew Brees. And that is the Longevity Hollow Foil out of 99. Really good shine on this one. Probably paid a couple bucks for it, I would guess. I just think Drew Brees in general is just, him and Peyton Manning are both so kind of underrated, undervalued, just because, they play in the era of Brady. That is the 2013. That is the Crown Royale die cut gold, and the gold was serial numbered out of 99 for that year. This is an interesting one. On my grading sheet, I had it as a 9-. Yeah, see that top crown right there? I wasn't sure how bad they were going to mark it down. Otherwise, the rest of the card was flawless, but just that one little top ding. It wasn't really lifted, but I could see if the grader looked at it at the wrong angle, they might think it was kind of like a lifted, like a corner would be, except for it's a die cut. But 9 was what I was hoping for, and it got the 9, so that's good. Topps High Tech 2015. I believe this is the last year of Topps. That is the Confetti Diffractor. Both are serial numbered out of 99 up at the top left corner. And the camera probably will not pick it up. But this is kind of like the acetate clear cut kind of cards. You can't really tell. But really love the shine on those ones. So, and sure enough, I looked up this is one I did check on the pop report before I started recording, and that's the only 2 that show up in the pop report. So, a little disappointed in this one. I had this down as a 9+, so I thought it was a 9 with an outside shot out of 10. I honestly do not know what they would have found that I didn't. That would have knocked it down to an 8. So I was a little surprised to get an 8 on that one. But that is the Stargazing First Down out of 99. Still, even a card like that, probably upload to ComC to sell, and I don't know, probably put it up for $15 and still make a couple of dollars on it at least. All right, so this is 2016, the last. Oh, there we go. We got a 2012 snuck in there. Stephon Gilmore. This one's out of $2.99, I believe. Yeah, $2.99. That is Panini Limited. Another defensive player I just think's very undervalued. You'll see the next guy. I think people are starting to catch on, but only a matter of time before more than quarterbacks get the value they deserve. Like this guy, man, this kid's a stud. I've been so hyped on him since he came into the league. This is the I don't know why they call it wedges, but this is the Panini Kickoff 2016. They're both serial numbered out of 50. You see it right there. Kind of a weird reflection. But again, look these two up, and they're the only two in the pop report. So that's pretty cool to have two PSA 10s, the only two that exist. I think it's only a matter of time before people catch on to some of these defensive players. All right, guys, camera shut off for some reason. We left off on the two Jalen Ramsey rookies, serial numbered out of 50. And then I've got one more of him. And this is, I generally will not send thick cardstock cards to PSA just because sometimes they butcher them. They generally will go to Beckett for thicker cards, but I don't know. This one looked really clean. Another one serial numbered out of 50. I got the PSA 9. A little disappointed. I looked up the pop report, and there's only been 4 copies graded, and the other 3 got a 10. So a little disappointed I got the 1.9, but still, this kid's a stud. He's going to be a long-term hold for me. That might be a card I send to ComC, and I just put a pretty high price tag on, and then kind of see if I get any offers that come in on it. Really in no rush to sell him. Okay, so we've got, I think, a half dozen hockey cards. And I generally just stick to junk wax era hockey, but one thing I love to do is find undervalued rookie cards of future Hall of Famers. And this collector's choice was definitely, God, I think I paid $4 or $5 for these cards. Got a 10 on the one. And then this is the one, if you remember at the beginning, I was saying I was kind of pissed about. I could not figure out. So got an 8 on that. But the reason I got an 8 was not my fault. You see that ding? I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. I think it is. That looks like 3 marks. I don't know how that happens. I know I had a top edge that was chipped on my last football quarterly special that I know I didn't submit like that, so kind of pissed off. It happens. It's happened several times in the past. They ding a corner or something, but yeah, there's no way I didn't catch that and I would have submitted it like that because I looked through about 10 copies of this card, so a little disappointed in the 8. But still, at least got a 10 in one of them for the Stamkos rookie. Future Hall of Famer. What has he won? Like 2? I think he's won 2 Stanley Cups now. His teammate, the Victor Hedman, the Upper Deck MVP. Again, everyone's always looking at the young guns, but this was another one I saw. Probably picked this card up for $3 or $4. Looked clean. Submitted it. Anytime you can find a low pop report or non-pop report, of a star player like this, I think hockey's still, it's catching up, but I still think hockey's very undervalued. Little disappointed, really wanted a 10 on this one, but Barkov. Not sure if I know how to pronounce his name properly. Alexander Barkov. But that is totally certified 2013 and a PSA 9. I don't believe that one's serial numbered, but still another card I picked up for probably a couple bucks. It looked really clean, and I can't imagine there's many in the pop reports of this one. Everyone focuses on Upper Deck so much. That was the 2013, I believe, was the one year that Panini had a license for hockey. So these last two, I think there's a couple sleepers in this order, but this is definitely one of the sleepers. 2013 SP Authentic Nathan McKinnon rookie card. I actually bought I first discovered this card on ComC, and it was in the rookie card section. And I looked it up, and it didn't even show up in the pop reports. No one had ever graded it. I'm like, how is that even possible, you know, for a superstar like McKinnon? I guess because it's authentic moments. It's not like a true, like, base rookie, but I could care less. It's classified as a rookie card. Submitted 2 of them. One got a 10, one got a 9. So I wouldn't even know what to price this card at. I'm probably going to keep the 9 in my PC, but I mean, if you get a chance, look up what his Young Guns go for in a PSA 10. It's insane. But that is definitely one of my sleeper picks for this order. Nathan McKinnon, the 2013 SP Authentic. But anyways, thanks for joining me today, guys. I appreciate it. If you stop by, be interested to hear what some of your favorite cards were in the comment section below. Personally, the SP Authentic McKinnon, the Jalen Ramseys are definitely some other of my favorites, and then the Drew Brees serial numbered ones. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I got 2 of them. Papa 2, and I've got both of them. And then that, you know, I've graded all the junk wax era over the years. So, I mean, those cards are special to me from my childhood, but I've graded so many copies. Definitely the Ground Force Bo Jackson PSA 10 would have to be one of my favorites. But anyways, thanks for joining me today, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.